as you can see right now, this workspace is neat and it's time to get on with the next thing. So I would plan my day right now. I would usually plan it the day before, like I would usually have planned it yesterday by around like 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. But I didn't just yesterday was so exhausting, so I didn't get to plan yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and plan it right now. You know, like the word says, he who has not planned has planned to fail. So whenever I find myself in a space where I don't plan my day, I just have free time, you know, to doom scroll or do some other stuff. But when I have a sense of urgency that I have something right now I should be doing, I just cannot exchange it most of the time. Not always, but most of the time, I have the idea that I have something to do at all times, because I've noticed that the problem why people tend to do what they're not meant to be doing at a particular time is because they don't even have an idea of what they should be doing. Like I plan literally every minute of my time. So if I have to sacrifice it for something, it should be something worthwhile, it should be something valuable. It has really helped me to, you know, get over myself, avoid unnecessary distractions, and get straight to what I'm meant to be doing. So as you can see, this is what a day in my life would usually look like. This is the paper I would usually use in. It's currently like it's filled up at the moment, so I had to get another paper. So I'm just going to write down everything that I will do today, plan my day accordingly, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I'm done writing, and this is what my day looks like. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but if it's not clear, I'll put a picture of it up. This is what my day looks like. So you can see I have prayer and Bible study, usually 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, and I've done that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it. And then once it's like 6:30 a.m., I'll usually go for a run if I have to run that day. I've been enjoying running lately. I don't know why, but every single day I run, my day starts differently. It just makes me happy and it activates my day a lot. There's always a difference whenever I take a run. So once it's 6:30 a.m., I'm going to leave the house. I'm going to go for a run. And when I'm back, I'll do the next thing, which is chores. I'll do the house chores, and then I'll jump into the meeting usually by 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. 30 minutes or less sometimes, depending on what we have to talk about that particular day. I don't just set out what I'm going to do. I will also set out bullet points showing what I'm going to do with that time, so that it's not just like free time. So for my first work session, my deep work session, I'm going to show you that when I start working, I'm going to show you guys that it usually takes 2 hours to 3 hours. So I'm going to be doing it from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and I already have a task. And after that, I'm going to take my lunch break. So I usually do skip breakfast because it usually makes me laggy, sleepy. So I just decided my system is not okay with breakfast sometimes. So I just drink water or I drink coffee depending on what my mood feels like that day. But if my body doesn't feel like a certain way, I just avoid that stuff entirely. So I usually skip my breakfast to something down from 11 down to 1 p.m. And after that, I'll get back to my second project, which will go from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. The next one will take me from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And after that, I literally don't have anything to do again. So I will jump into my free work, which is my personal work, which is my YouTube channel. I'm trying to getting more time into my YouTube channel. I really like making videos. I've discovered this new quote that says more discipline time equals more free time. So the more you discipline yourself to do what you have to do for the day, the more free time you're going to get. So if I was doom scrolling, I wouldn't have the time to do my YouTube channel. So it is a priority for me, and I have to stay disciplined in order to get that free time to do what I want to do, to chase the life I want to, chase the things that I want to. I'm going to be doing this YouTube. I'll take 1 hour. So it could be doing a thumbnail, it could be scripting a video, but for this particular one, I want to design my thumbnail. And after that, I'll take a break depending on what my day looks like. If it's chaotic, I might not even get a break. I might be working by this time, sometimes late into 8:30 p.m. So after my break, I have a one-on-one class with my student today. So I'm teaching my students, and it's late because I usually work from all this time, and also we're in different time zones. So this is the best time for her and for me as well to have a class. So I really be enjoying teaching these days. I might start a design class for interested participants. Who knows? I just enjoy teaching so much. After that, the next thing is I did not include something. I would usually say my evening prayers, but I did not add that. But it would, after even my evening prayers, I would plan my next day ahead. And after planning my next day, I'll document anything I want to document on Notion and do my YouTube, depending on the amount of time that I want. This is usually like freestyle, right? This is my freestyle time. So I will impute any urgent stuff down here that I need to do. And I'll usually sleep by around 11 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., but it's usually around 11 p.m. And I'll wake up anything from 3 a.m. down. So I'm not the type of person who usually sleeps for 8 hours, 6 hours. It's too much for me. My body wouldn't even take that. So I usually sleep anything from 4 hours, 5 hours. Sometimes I even sleep like 3 hours, and I'm okay. So depends on what works for you. And I've decided that it does work for me. And I repeat, I rinse and I repeat. So that is what my day looks like. So it's literally time for my workout, and I'm going to get prepared and take you guys. So let's go. Sorry, my background is a little bit noisy, but I was thinking about wearing this cap. I don't know. Let me try it. Is it? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not. I'm going to take it off. It's almost 6:30 a.m. and I'm going to go for my run. And once I return, I'll do my chores, which involves me cleaning my environment and then doing my laundry. And after that, I'll go straight into the work I have for today. So let's get into that, guys. Alright, now it's time for my stand-up meeting. So I'm just going to jump into having a call with my colleagues. So basically, what the stand-up meeting is all about is you sharing what you did for the day before, and also sharing what you're going to be doing on that day. So it usually lasts from like anything from 15 minutes down to 30 minutes. Alright, good morning everyone. Yesterday I worked on the. So it's time for my first deep work session, and it's going to last for 3 hours. So in this session, I'm going to be working on my company's mobile app. So I'm going to be doing some tasks under my company's project. And I don't want to take a break in between, because if there is a call for a break, maybe there is a work message I have to respond to, then I might get a little bit distracted. But if not, I'll usually do it 1 hour, 1 hour, and I'll complete that. Right, so after 1 hour, I might take like 5 minutes, stretch. Although sometimes it's not really realistic, there could be things that could cause me to, not complete them, that could cause distractions in between. Obviously, I don't live in the mountains, I live around people, and there could be distractions. But if there are no distractions from my workplace, then I don't think I have any distractions. So I'm going to jump into that, and for the next 2 hours, I'm going to see you guys. So let's go. There are like a list of tasks here that I have to complete. So we usually used to use a project management tool but now we've not been using that lately. But for me, I like to make sure that I know what I'm working on. So I've been using Notion to track what I'm working on. So I've worked on certain things, the flows that I need for this work. So hopefully you guys see that. These are the flows that I am been working on. So by now I'll have to work on these three remaining flows that I have for this project: the receipt flow for the fintech app I'm working on, and then the fees, and then the wallet flow. So whenever I have an overview of what I'm working on, I always tend to work faster. You can see I only have 2 minutes, but I'm already done with what I have. So yeah. I just completed my second debug session, which was working on a social media design, and I'm going to take my break and then come back. It's currently 2 p.m. I'm very hungry, so and I want to go and have my lunch. So previously, I usually have this bad habit where whenever I'm eating, I would be doom scrolling on Instagram, social media, LinkedIn, all of those stuff. But recently, I'm trying to be more productive with my time because I realized that those things do not interest me actually. I just use it to chase away boredom, whereas I should be doing something worthwhile with my time. So there is this thing I've been doing it for quite now, but then I just slipped into the bad habit of doom scrolling while eating. I have a playlist where I save videos that I want to watch back. So if I'm watching a maybe YouTube tutorial, I'm on YouTube and I see a video that interests me, but I don't have the time to watch it at that moment, I'll save it to my playlist. So when I have the time, either when I'm eating or when I have little to less things to do, or maybe during weekends, I always go back to those playlists and I watch those videos. It's also a kind of a documentary for me where I keep things that inspire me. So if it has to do with fitness, if it has to do with business, entrepreneurship, I have a playlist for all of them. So anyone that interests me at any time, I'm going to watch that. And currently, what is interesting me is community building, entrepreneurship, business, content creation. That is what I'm currently watching, and I'm going to get my food while I'm eating. I'll be watching that, even though it's not too much of a good habit, but I guess I have to deal with that. Also, to strike a balance during my lunch break, I would also check my social media to see if there are messages I should respond to. So I'll usually check WhatsApp and Telegram. That is my method place of working currently. So colleague messages that are important and need to be responded to, and not just random messages from people. So I've learned not to be entitled to responding to people quickly, whereas it's not something urgent. I learned that from this book, Deep Work by Cal Newport. You should really read this book. It's such an interesting read. This book helped me quit social media at some point in my life. I was very skeptical of deleting my social media. I did, and it was the best decision. If you want me to make a video of my experience with pros, the cons, and if you should do that too, I'll be so glad. Comment if you want me to make a video on that. So this is what the documentation looks like. I decided to document it so that if I have to work on any other brand and entity project, I can easily come back here and reiterate. So I have about the company, the project goals, what we want to achieve, and we also have a detailed section here, and then the deliverables we're going to have for this project, and everything you open is going to give you what is there is a category and there is a sub, what will I call it, there is a detailed explanation for every one of our deliverables and the tools we're going to be using for this project. And then this is the timeline we have. So you can see for the day one, this was the goal: study other brand identity guidelines and get inspired. Mind you, I'm not an expert. I'm all just a beginner when it comes to this aspect of design. So I'm just learning. It's been hectic, but we've been trying to follow up with the timeline we gave to ourselves. Even if though we don't get to complete that, at least we're making progress each day. The goal is to get 1% better every single day, and that is exactly what we're doing. I wouldn't even lie. At this time, by this time of the day, I'm literally so exhausted. I could easily quit. I'm literally not done with what I'm meant to be doing with the brand identity design project at this moment, but time has passed and I want to switch into something else. So that is how I work sometimes. Whenever I don't even complete that task, I just have to switch on to the next one because there's just how this work can get, and then you spend the whole day on one stuff, whereas you're meant to spend it, part by part. But when it's literally like necessary to spend extra time on one project, I would spend an extra time if it's a priority. So, but at the moment, I'm very tired. I wouldn't even lie, very tired, hydrated. So I'm even going to go and grab some water, take some water, and be excited because it's time to work on my personal project, my YouTube script. Yes, I switched. I said I was going to work on my thumbnails, but I'm going to now work on my script. I'm going to go now, grab some water, take some water, and then work on my YouTube script. These are contents that have been completed already. These ones that have blue ticks. So my ideas could come from many places. I could get inspiration from people's YouTube videos. I could get inspiration from my own personal challenges and tend to make videos about that. I could get inspiration from books. I could get inspiration from literally anywhere. So as a creative, you have to be very open-minded, and I'm very open-minded. So it helps me to get ideas, and also I get inspiration from questions, consistent questions people are always asking, and I try to create videos on that to help people learn. And that's basically all. I'm not a pro at this. I'm just also testing the waters. So I'm just going to go ahead and script some of the videos that I would want to record. Okay, no problem. So everything you have here is what we've done so far for the week. Okay, so what are you looking to do? So this is pretty much what a day in my life looks like as a UI designer living in Nigeria. You guys, this was so fun to film and it was so tiring at the same time because I had to juggle work and filming this. But it was so fun regardless, and I hope you learned one or two from this video. And I want to say a very big thank you, a very big thank you to anyone who has watched to this point. If you're still watching to this point, you are amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and also to subscribe in order to get more amazing videos like this. I'm planning on staying more consistent on YouTube because I love to create so much videos. So hopefully you get to see more of that when you subscribe. So click on that subscribe button so that you get more videos from me, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.